Donald Trump's name reported to feature in DoJ files about Jeffrey Epstein. President Trump is facing renewed scrutiny after reports surfaced that his name appears multiple times in U.S. Justice Department files related to Jeffrey Epstein. The Wall Street Journal reported that Attorney General Pam Bondi informed Trump of his inclusion in these files, a claim the White House denies, attributing it to fake news. This revelation comes amidst a larger controversy surrounding the Epstein investigation and the department's decision not to release further documents. The Justice Department's decision not to pursue further investigation into Epstein has sparked outrage among Trump supporters, who allege a cover-up. This, coupled with Elon Musk's public claim that Trump is named in the Epstein files, fuels ongoing speculation about their past relationship. A recent court ruling denied a Justice Department request to unseal grand jury transcripts related to Epstein, further hindering transparency efforts. Adding to the pressure, the House Oversight Committee issued a subpoena to Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's former associate, for testimony. The committee aims to shed light on the federal government's handling of the Epstein case, seeking information about potential legislative solutions to combat sex trafficking and improve the use of plea agreements in sex crime investigations. Maxwell's cooperation with prosecutors is also being sought by the Justice Department. The ongoing developments surrounding the Epstein files, coupled with the subpoena of Maxwell and the White House's denials, continue to generate intense political and public interest, raising questions about the extent of Trump's involvement in the Justice Department's handling of the Epstein investigation.
In our next story, House Oversight Subcommittee votes to subpoena DOJ for Epstein files. The House Oversight Subcommittee voted to subpoena the Department of Justice, demanding the release of files related to the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. This 8-2 vote defied House GOP leadership, who preferred leaving the matter to the Trump administration. The subpoena, which requires the committee chair's signature to be official, seeks all records related to the Epstein case during the Trump presidency. Representative Summer Lee, the subcommittee's top Democrat, spearheaded the motion, emphasizing the public's desire for transparency and accountability in high-profile cases. She argued that withholding these files sends a message that powerful individuals are above the law. The move underscores a growing bipartisan push for greater transparency surrounding the Epstein investigation and its handling by the Department of Justice. The subpoena represents a significant challenge to the previous administration's approach to this sensitive case.
In our next story, Euro 2025 semifinals. Live updates, highlights as Spain faces Germany in semifinals. Spain secured a hard-fought victory over Germany in the Women's Euro 2025 semifinal, winning 1-0 in extra time. Aitana Bonmati's goal in the 113th minute sealed Spain's place in their first-ever UEFA Women's Euro final, setting up a rematch of the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup final against England. The match saw Spain dominate possession throughout, creating numerous scoring opportunities despite Germany's tenacious defense, which played most of the game with 10 players after a previous match injury. Germany's goalkeeper, Anne-Kathrin Berger, delivered a stellar performance, making several crucial saves, but ultimately couldn't prevent Bonmati's decisive strike. Berger's exceptional display included several saves against Esther Gonzalez and other Spanish players. The match was a physical encounter, with Germany committing several fouls early on but effectively disrupting Spain's usually prolific attack. Spain's persistent pressure eventually paid off in extra time. Despite several near misses and chances missed on both sides, it was Bonmati who broke the deadlock with a precise shot that beat Berger. The goal marked a significant achievement for Spain, overcoming a strong German team that had never lost to them in a major tournament before. The final will see Spain take on England on Sunday, a team that advanced after a controversial victory over Italy. The match promises to be another thrilling encounter between two of Europe's top women's football teams.
In our next story, Supreme Court allows Trump to fire 3 Democrats on consumer safety panel. The Supreme Court temporarily allowed President Trump to remove 3 Democratic appointees from the Consumer Product Safety Commission, CPSC, despite their terms not being over. This decision weakens the 90-year-old Humphreys executor precedent, which protects the independence of certain regulatory agencies by limiting the president's power to fire officials without cause. The court's majority argued the CPSC operates similarly to agencies where the president has more removal authority. The court's 3 liberal justices dissented, criticizing the majority for using the emergency docket to bypass congressional intent and shift power from the legislative to the executive branch. Justice Kagan argued this action, taken with limited briefing and no oral arguments, undermines Congress's ability to structure independent agencies. She warned this piecemeal approach could permanently alter the balance of power between branches of government. This ruling directly challenges Humphrey's executor, a landmark 1935 case that prevented President Roosevelt from removing an FTC commissioner without cause. That decision established that Congress intended certain agencies to operate independently from the executive branch. The current case involves commissioners appointed by President Biden who were subsequently fired by President Trump before their terms ended. The lower court had previously blocked the removals, but the Supreme Court's action, while temporary, significantly impacts the ongoing legal battle and the independence of the CPSC. The case highlights the ongoing tension between executive authority and the independence of regulatory agencies designed by Congress to serve the public interest.
In our next story, Tesla profits slide 16%, despite Elon Musk's pivot back to his companies. Tesla reported a 16% drop in second quarter profits, a significant decrease despite CEO Elon Musk's return to focusing on the company. Electric vehicle sales have been declining, mirroring a 13.5% drop in the quarter compared to the same period last year. While this is an improvement from the 71% profit drop in the first quarter, the overall trend remains concerning. The company is pivoting towards AI, robotics, and related services, launching its robotaxi service in Austin and developing a humanoid robot called Optimus. This diversification is presented as a key element of Tesla's future growth strategy, intended to compensate for slowing sales in the automotive sector. However, several factors contribute to Tesla's challenges. Musk's political activities have reportedly damaged the company's brand reputation, particularly among environmentally conscious buyers. Increased competition from traditional automakers like GM and rapidly growing Chinese EV manufacturers also significantly impacts Tesla's market share, which has fallen from nearly 80% to 46.2% of US EV sales. Further adding to investor concerns, Tesla recently delayed its annual shareholder meeting, raising questions about corporate governance. The combination of declining profits, intense competition, and governance issues contributed to a slight dip in Tesla's share price following the earnings announcement.